You know, every restaurant is a buffet if you're willing to pay, especially here in Las Vegas, the all-you-can-eat capital of the world. Hello friends, it's me, Shin, and I'm on a quest to vlog every restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip as well as downtown on Fremont Street. I'm 192 in, and this week for number 193, I'm coming to you from the Park MGM where I'm checking out Bavette Steakhouse for the first time. Really happy to have you along. I'll see you inside. All right, everyone, and welcome to Bavette Steakhouse here at the Park MGM in Las Vegas. So from my understanding, this is a Chicago-based steakhouse. It's got an old-school charm, but it still feels modern and chic. Very dim, moody lighting with upbeat jazz music playing. It certainly does harken back to a classic time. I like the vibes in here. Now, regardless of the vibes, you know it's all about the food for me, so let's take a look at what they have to eat on the menu. So here is your menu at Bavette's. We'll start on the backside with all of the beverages, martinis, old fashions, and classics. You can see here, all in about that $20 range. Looking lower, spirit free. So, you know, your mocktails, I believe, here. You also have your wine by the glass. Let me try and get you guys out of the glare. Wine by the glass, looking to be in that $20 range up top with those whites and sparklings. And here are some of those reds down here, looking more into that $30 range with the reds. Premium whites and premium reds go up from there. And some beers here also looks like, yeah, beer somewhere from that 10 to 12-ish dollar range. And those are your drinks here at Bavette's, but I am more interested in the food. So let's take a look at what they have to eat. Okay, we've got the appetizers, the hors d'oeuvres up top. Baked goat cheese, that sounds pretty good. Shrimp scampi, yes, love that. Duck terrine, that sounds pretty good. Fresh made, handmade sourdough. I mean, oh, that sounds pretty good. You got your chilled seafood here. Yep, all the classic shrimp cocktails, seafood towers, and the like. We have some salads, a mixed greens and apple, bacon and roasted tomato. Yeah, some of your salads there. Oh, a crab stuffed avocado. That sounds interesting. Sandwiches. Okay, so we've got the 10-ounce double Wagyu burger. I hear that this is rated a top cheeseburger in America, like within the top 5. So, you know, I think we'll definitely be getting in on that. Prime beef French sandwich there. And then we've got your steaks. Let's see, roasted bone marrow steak frites up top. And then you've got your traditional cuts, fillets, your ribeyes, and your New York strips. Looks like your American Wagyu down here as well. Comes in a porterhouse form, the skirt form, as well as a New York strip, as well as various enhancements. Looks like an au page sauce, king crab legs, or king crab Oscar rather. Yeah, so all the good-looking stuff there. Chicken, chops, and short ribs and fish. So looks like fried chicken. I'm definitely in the mood for some fried chicken. Short rib stroganoff, that looks pretty nice. Branzino, a honey glazed salmon, that sounds pretty good. Lobster frites, hold up. Okay, some good looking stuff here. And then here are your sides. Got pommes frites, aka French fries, cream spinach. Okay, yeah, a lot of standard looking sides here for a steakhouse. Thick cut bacon, baked sweet potato, loaded baked potato. Yep, a elote style corn. Come on now. This is all looking really good. And that's your menu here at Bavette's. A very nice looking menu here at Bavette Steakhouse. Plenty I'm looking forward to trying today. And you know how it goes in my videos. Every restaurant is a buffet if you're willing to pay. I'm gonna get a nice variety, and together we're gonna see what Bavette Steakhouse is all about. Appetizers are coming up first. I'll see you a little bit when they arrive. And welcome back, everyone. My first appetizer just got here, and before the rest of the hot foods arrive, we just got on their sourdough bread. This is a large order. It comes with 4 pieces, and I've already buttered my slice here. Looks really good. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's good. A very fine sourdough bread. The crisp on the exterior is really nice. A good crusty texture to it, in addition to a nice toast. This is the kind of exterior that you want on a sourdough, working very nicely here at Bavette's. The center of the bread is nice and spongy, a good density to it, very chewy. It has a bit of an earthy flavor, but a distinct sour note in the middle also. You can tell that this has been well cultured, a very good sourdough bread. A nice creamy and rich butter provides some good flavor here. I like this quite a bit. While I am saddened that bread service isn't a complimentary thing anymore in these Vegas steakhouses, I am very happy that the sourdough bread is good. Now, the rest of our appetizers appetizers have arrived. This is actually looking really good. Let me give you a view. I got their shrimp scampi as well as their Kraft stuffed avocado, the duck terrine, and their baked goat cheese. This is all looking really tasty. Let's give them a try. I'm gonna start off these appetizers with the shrimp scampi. Served alongside what looks like garlic bread. Some big jumbo shrimp here. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, not bad. This is a pretty decent shrimp appetizer, although I'm not sure I would call this a shrimp scampi. I suppose there is garlic, olive oil, and butter in the recipe, but this is a much more of a Creole style preparation. There's a smoky Old Bay style seasoning that's been applied here, but it is a tad over seasoned. I think it's a little on the salty side. Now it's served along with some garlic bread, and while it is nice and crispy, I think the flavor of the garlic and the butter could be a little more enhanced, although perhaps it's just being masked by the fact that there is a fair amount of garlic in the recipe for the shrimp itself. Tasting the bread on its own though, I do stand by my statement. I think I could use a little bit of additional garlic, but in conjunction with the shrimp, it works together just fine. Nice plump and succulent shrimp at that. I do like the cook on this, and it's been very cleanly deveined. I think if they would have applied a little bit more garlic on that bread and toned down the salt a little bit on the shrimp, I would have liked this a lot more. Next up, I'm going to try the baked goat cheese. Served alongside what looks like a Texas toast. I've got some applied on top here, and it smells great. Let's see if it tastes as good as it smells. Oh yeah, that is really good. Now this is one flavorful appetizer. I really like the Texas toast. It's been well toasted, a wonderful crunch to it, but it's also been incredibly well buttered, nice richness here. And similar to the bread before, I don't exactly taste a lot of garlic here, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a part of the recipe. In general, I think the bread here is perfectly fine. And that is because it's just a vessel for a very flavorful goat cheese topping. A really nice harmony of flavors between the tomatoes as well as this goat cheese. They've found a very nice balance. The goat cheese is rich. It's quite tangy also, but that tanginess is not overpowering. It's not a sour flavor that permeates the entire bite. It comes a little bit more in waves. It melts beautifully with the sweetness coming from the tomato sauce, and it's a very well-seasoned tomato sauce. It creates a perfect dichotomy with the goat cheese. A little bit herby also. Parmesan cheese provides extra salinity. This is very enjoyable. A lot of great pungent flavors here. Very happy with that appetizer. That's a good one. Next up, the duck terrine. More specifically, a peppered duck with goat cheese terrine, topped with a mostarda. I've got some on the accompanying sourdough toast. And had I known that the terrine came with this much sourdough toast, I probably would have gotten the sourdough appetizer. But for all of you planning on coming out to Bavette's, now you know if you get the terrine appetizer, you probably don't have to get the sourdough. Anyways, that said, let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, that's good. I've already saying my praise about the sourdough toast here, but to quickly recap, nice and crusty, a bit of a chewy dense center, well toasted, sour flavor. I like the sourdough bread here. The duck terrine is actually quite nice, though it has been emulsified. It's not absolute mush. It's not just disintegrating as soon as I eat into it, so that is nice. What I actually like about the duck terrine is that it is peppered, and so you have something like a pastrami-like quality in the middle of the bite. A little bit of that peppery note is very tasty, and it works well to distinguish itself from the rest of the flavors. A good tangy goat cheese here provides richness as well as a bit of that sour note, and a very nice accented sweetness coming from this apricot mostarda. Just a hint of a pungent kick from it also, given that it is a mustard, but I do like the natural sweetness coming from that apricot. It gives a good balance to the overall flavors, combating the rich nature of the terrine. In general, this is quite good. The flavors do come together well on that one. That's enjoyable. All right, my friends, now the last bite that I'm trying from the appetizer round is going to be their crab stuffed avocado salad. A good looking crab salad with avocado as well as what looks like a butter lettuce. I've got a nice amount on my fork here. Let's give it a try. Oh, that is very good. I'm very much enjoying the salad, starting with this baby lettuce. A nice fresh crisp to this lettuce, working very well as a vessel for the salad. It's quite refreshing to bite into given all the heavy foods that I've had already. I do like the lettuce here. Crab salad is quite nice. A very high quality crab. It has a wonderful sweetness to it. A good firm texture as well. Wonderful crab meat. A good creamy richness coming from that avocado. And a very pleasant sherry vinaigrette. A very faint pungent kick coming from the Dijon in that dressing. But the flavors are very light. You really get to taste the crab. And that's what I appreciate most about this dish. A very nicely put together crab salad. I enjoyed that a lot. All right, everyone, now that's all of the appetizers I'm trying today. I'm joined by my buddies, Martin and Noel, and we're gonna continue working through these appetizers, and when we come back, we're gonna do our first round of entrees. Don't go anywhere, this is gonna be a lot of fun. And welcome back, my friends. Our first round of entrees just got here. This is looking so good. Let me give you a view. We have some lobster frites as well as their beef stroganoff, honey glazed salmon, fried chicken, and that really famous burger. Really looking forward to giving these a try. Let's go in. First dish I want to try is their burger. They told me that this was the second best burger in America according to somebody, I forget who. But is it the best in Las Vegas and on the Strip? I guess I'll find out today. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, that is really good. A very tasty burger here at Bavette Steakhouse. I can certainly see why people enjoy this. A very soft burger bun, well toasted, buttered, though it has a bit of a sweet flavor to it. Perfectly fine burger bun there. The Wagyu beef patty here is very good. Incredibly moist, very juicy, but such a wonderful crust formed on the outside. You really get that Maillard reaction, a good deep flavor, as well as a nice beefy quality. The burger patties here are quite excellent. Lettuce, tomato, and pickles round out the vegetables. And you can actually tell that the vegetables themselves have been seasoned, so you can really get the additional sweetness of that tomato and the tangy sourness of the pickles. A good tasting American cheese is also applied here, delivering some salinity as well as additional richness. And a good creamy burger sauce that tastes a little bit closer to a smoky mayonnaise as opposed to a Thousand Island that I was expecting. In general, this comes together very well. I can see why that's such a highly regarded burger. That's a good one. Now the burger does come alongside some French fries. You got some pretty good looking French fries here. Fresh and hot. Let's see how they taste. Yeah, that's a good fry. Can't complain with a French fry like this. Very obviously made in-house. The skin-on potatoes deliver a bit of a rustic flavor, and these have been fried very well. I love the crispy exterior. I wish there was a little bit more of a pillowy center. It's a little bit more of an airy center, and so you don't exactly get that true starchy flavor of the potato. You get a little bit more from the oil and the salt. That's not to say the oil isn't delicious, though. These are actually some very good tasting French fries, and those are some pretty good French fries to have alongside that burger. Next recipe is going to be the honey glazed salmon. This goes out to all my pescatarian viewers, as well as anyone else who's more in a seafood mood. Let's see how it is here at Bavette's today. Oh yeah, that is good. I'm very happy with the salmon dish. A perfect cook. My server mentioned that this was going to be prepared medium, and they've absolutely nailed it. Good, firm salmon flesh with a flaky texture, a nice mild flavor to the salmon also. This is a great preparation. I really do like the application of the honey glaze. It's not overpowering. It's a much more subtle honey. Just provides a little bit of that natural sweetness to help elevate the richness of the salmon. I've applied a little bit of lemon to get some acidity as well as some citrus. And it also has a bit of a smoky seasoning blend, providing some additional flavor. This comes together very well. Very happy with that salmon dish. Next up, the lobster frites. Served alongside a white sauce. I'm guessing it's something like a beurre blanc. I've got a good portion of that lobster covered in some sauce here. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's good. Very flavorful lobster dish. The cook on the lobster is solid. It's not chewy, not overdone. A good bouncy texture to it. Although I will say the natural sweetness of the lobster is a tad muted here. The predominating flavor is butter, cheese, and garlic. And I certainly love those flavors, but applied to a lobster, I think I would have liked a little bit more of that sweetness to come through. This additional garlic butter sauce is amplifying that flavor even more. I'm a bit curious, maybe I should have tried some of that lobster without the sauce in general. Still not bad flavors though. If you're in the mood for some lobster and some very rich and decadent sauces, I think you're gonna like this one. Now, lobster frites obviously comes with French fries, but I already tried them with the burger, so next up I'm gonna go in on the fried chicken. Served on top of some mashed potatoes along with some gravy. I've got the chicken dipped in the gravy here. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's good. This is a pretty good tasting fried chicken. These are boneless breasts, I believe, and they've got a great cook to them. Soft, tender chicken meat. It's still quite juicy. No dry chicken meat here today. The chicken has also been well brined. It's got good flavor in general. Overall, solid chicken. Really great crunch to the exterior. I really like the texture of the batter. It's got that really satisfying crisp that makes you want to go back to it over and over. Now that said, while it does have a bit of a smoky seasoning blend, I think it is a tad salty, and in conjunction with that additional savory nature coming from the gravy, I think the overall bite tends to lean on the high salinity side. Without the gravy, it does feel a little bit more balanced, and so I would probably stick to that. What I gotta talk about though are these mashed potatoes. The chicken is served on top, but it goes great with it together. You have some big chunks of skin-on potatoes inside this mashed potato. A very nice fulfilling mouthfeel as you go through the chew. A very straightforward but well-seasoned starchy flavor is perfect for the chicken that does seem a bit oversalted tonight. In combination with the mashed potatoes, the chicken is actually very, very good. Just a tad less salty, I think this would have been some of the best fried chicken I've had in a long time. All right, my friends, now the last bite to try from this first round of entrees is going to be their steak stroganoff. Actually, I believe it was the short rib stroganoff. I've got a nice big forkful. Here's the short rib stroganoff. Oh yeah, not bad. Pretty solid dish. I really like the short rib here. It's incredibly tender, melt in your mouth soft, a good beefy flavor, and it's been well seasoned. I think overall the beef is actually very, very good here. The stroganoff noodles are decent. I wouldn't exactly call it al dente, certainly far past that, but not anywhere near mushy. And this was the last dish that I tried, so I imagine it had a little bit of time to cook while I was waiting. Especially having said that, I'm really appreciating the soft nature of the beef. The sauce here is pretty good. It certainly has its origins from a stroganoff, a bit of a sour tang to it, but a good savory gravy. I want to say it is quite decadent though. This is a very heavy dish. Be sure you're ready to take a nap if you were to take down that whole thing by yourself. Not bad in general though. It's just a very, very rich and heavy dish, but otherwise the flavors are pretty solid. All right, everyone, now that's all the food I'm trying from this first round of entrees. My friends and I continue working on this, box a lot of it to go because we're going to do another round of food. I mean, we're at a steakhouse, we have to have a steak dinner, right? Don't go anywhere because that's coming up next. And welcome back, everyone. Our steak dinner just arrived and this is looking very good. Let me give you a view. Now I got their dry-aged bone-in ribeye, prepared medium rare, along with some truffle mac and cheese, loaded baked potato, elote-style corn, and their asparagus. This is all looking really tasty. Let's give it a try. So of course to start we have to go in on the steak. This is their dry-aged bone-in ribeye. I asked for a prepared medium rare and it looks perfect at temperature. So now it's all about how it tastes. Let's see how it is. Oh, that is really good. I like to judge a steakhouse based on the ribeyes just because that's my favorite cut. And I must say, today, Bavette has really put on a great one. Perfectly prepared, absolutely hit that mid-rare temperature, a nice warm pink center. And this steak is super tender, incredibly soft beef. It feels luxurious, a very decadent cut. You can absolutely get that dry-aged flavor. The taste of the beef is well concentrated. A perfect amount of moisture has been extracted during the aging process. This is a really good tasting steak. A very nice seasoning blend on top provides additional flavor, and a perfect crust has been developed here. I love the Maillard reaction, as well as just that little bit of crisp to the outside. This is a fantastic steak. I'm very much enjoying it. Both of my friends agree also. They're really having a good time with the ribeye. Fantastic here at Bavette's tonight. We'll try some sides next. First off, the asparagus. A nice looking charred asparagus tonight. I got a big stalk on the fork. Let's see how it is.
I feel like she has a lifespan. There's like a certain lifespan to her.
Oh yeah, that's good. Starting with the cook on the asparagus, they absolutely nailed it. Fork tender all the way through. Still a good snap to the outside though. A little bit of that char delivering some smoky flavors, but you still get the natural bitterness of the asparagus here. They've topped it with some cheese and it delivers quite a sharp salinity, and there's a nice richness to this also. It has been doused in a fair amount of butter and oil. I've splashed some lemon on the top to give it some additional citrus and acidity, but all in all, I would say this is a perfectly good asparagus side. Can't go wrong with a veggie side like that. Next up, the loaded baked potato. A nice big potato with some pork belly, cheese, and sour cream. I've got a nice assortment on my spoon. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. A nice baked potato, a classic steakhouse side, although some good upgrades. Starting with potato itself, a very nice bake to it, perfectly soft. Parts of it has been pre-mashed, but there's also some nice big potato chunks in here still. All of it is very fork tender, and the starchy flavor of the potato absolutely shines and comes through. A good cook on the potato tonight. The pork belly is quite nice. A bit of a chewier pork belly, not too crispy, not too soft, but a good smoky salinity to it, as well as a bit of sweetness. I'm curious if they have a candied layer on top of this. There are some sweet undertones to that bacon. They've delivered this with a nice sharp cheddar cheese, which I'm enjoying quite a bit, and I can always appreciate sour cream in a baked potato. That richness and that tang always works well for me. In general, this is pretty good. A very nice potato side for my steak tonight. Next up, elote street corn. I am an enormous fan of elote street corn, so as soon as I saw this on the menu, I had to try it. Hopefully it's good here at Bavette's. Time for the elote corn. can't say I'm the biggest fan of this one. I had some very distinct expectations when it came to something named elote corn, and though I don't need it to be exactly what I was imagining, this is certainly not what I was expecting. Now, it's certainly a rich dish. If this is a mayonnaise-based sauce, there's a lot of creaminess to it, but there is a bit of a smoky chipotle spice to it. The sauce actually doesn't taste all that bad. Now, the corn is cooked well, but I gotta be honest with you, I don't taste it at all in this entire recipe. The sweetness of the corn is completely lost on me. All I can taste is the sauce. Again, it's not a bad sauce, but I was hoping to experience the sweetness of the corn bouncing against the smoky nature of that sauce. Outside of the sauce, you can taste a little bit of salinity coming from some additional cheese poured on top, but given that the sweetness of the corn is lost, I'm not really enjoying this one. This is unfortunate because this was the side I was looking forward to the most tonight. All right, everyone, now the last side to try tonight is going to be the truffle mac and cheese. I can certainly appreciate a good truffle mac and cheese, and this smells pretty nice. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, the mac and cheese is quite nice tonight. The macaroni has a good firm texture to it. I'm enjoying it during the chew. I do like the spiral pasta they've used. The truffle cheese sauce here is very good. Oftentimes when you eat truffle anything, it has a high propensity to be overpowering and take over the entire flavor profile. But I gotta say, Bavette's found a very good balance with this cheese sauce. You absolutely get that distinct pungent truffle flavor, a bit of earthiness there, but it melts very nicely with the cheese mornay sauce that they've used here. The flavors don't compete against each other. They actually play together nicely. This is a very enjoyable side. I like the mac and cheese tonight. That was good. All right, my friends, now that's all of the food I'm trying tonight. My buddies and I are going to continue working through this, box a lot of it to go, and then we'll do some dessert next. Don't go anywhere because sweets are coming up. And welcome back, my friends. Now all of our food is boxed up and good to go, so it's time for some sweets. Let's take a look at the dessert menu together. So here's your dessert menu at Bavette's. Looks like a chocolate cream pie as well as a carrot cake. I've actually heard a lot about their carrot cake. Let's see here, a lemon meringue pie, strawberries and cream pie, a hot fudge sundae, as well as ice cream options. All looking really good. And if we flip this over, we got some, let's see, coffee and tea here, as well as dessert cocktails. It's your wine, brandy, all of those dessert drinks. But you know I'm going in on some sweets. Some good looking desserts there. I'm gonna go and get my order in, but for all of you at home, I'm gonna make it appear right now. And here it is, everyone, our hot fudge sundae royale just got here. This is looking really cool. Let me give you a view. You effectively have 4 scoops of ice cream in the center, surrounded by toppings so you and your party can create their own mini sundaes. I've got chocolate and vanilla along with Oreo, some toasted coconut, marshmallows, and M&Ms, and I've got a nice assorted spoonful. I felt just like a kid putting this together. Let's see how this is. Oh yes, that is really good. Oh, I'm very happy with the ice cream here at Bavette's. This is some of the most decadent and creamy ice cream I've had in a long time. I'm told that this is made from scratch and churned in-house, and you can really taste it in the ice cream. It's so smooth, a fabulous consistency, incredibly silky, very creamy. I love this ice cream texture. It's really good. You got a nice cocoa flavor coming from that chocolate ice cream, and the vanilla actually has a good vanilla flavor. You actually have bits of vanilla bean in there, really helping to enhance that taste. In general, the ice cream tastes really great. If you watch the channel long enough, you know I'm a big cookies and cream guy, so I enjoyed having my little Oreo here. M&Ms are working well also. I really do kind of just feel like a kid eating this. A little bit of chocolate syrup on top, rounds it all out. A decadent and sweet treat, but split amongst my friends and I, this is actually a lot of fun to have. All right, everyone, now that's going to do it for my dinner here at Bavette Steakhouse at the Park MGM, Las Vegas. All of the food you saw in the video tonight came out to $588 before tip, and my friends and I certainly had a great time. The baked goat cheese was absolutely my favorite from the appetizer round, and the cheeseburger was easily my favorite from the first round of entrees. An incredible steak, really good ribeye here at Bavette's. In general, I think this is a really solid steakhouse. If you're staying at the Park MGM or you've been interested in Bavette's here on the Las Vegas Strip, I hope this video has been informative for you. All right, everyone, now that's going to do it for this week's video where I'm continuing my quest to vlog every restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip as well as downtown on Fremont Street. Make sure you return next Saturday. I would love to have you as I continue to add to my collection. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic week, and I hope you enjoyed Vegas with me, Shin. Bye.